Right, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we're going into War 12, going up against Prada, Fendi, Gucci Battle Team, PBT. Finally getting around to posting this video. Yeah, I did a featured grind right after season ended, so I hadn't had a chance, but we're gonna get into it now. Yep, War 12. Standard bands, pretty sure it's Ghost, Human Torch, and Hercules. Had, yep, there it is. Ghost, not Human, yeah, Ghost, Human Torch, Hercules. Pretty much a standard now. Had 8 fights this war. Let's see, I did 5A, 5B, Footloose Mini, and then I think I had Long Shot on Conflictor Mini, and then Mangog on his level 2 Mini. So yeah, I mean, we had to go all out this war. This was for the podium. So I mean, everyone just like ultimate boosted on every fight, talked everything through. And speaking of ultimate boosts, if any of you guys want to sponsor me, that'd be awesome, because you know, those 30% war boosts, they make a huge difference. And I generally just buy the EQ pack where you get 10, you know, the EQ monthly, you get 10, 30%, but they're not war boosts, so they're only 1 hour boosts. But man, like, if I had the units to buy the advanced war bundle, like basically many of those, yeah, I mean, you could just conquer everything. I mean, it'd be really hard to die. You get what, 20%? You get 30% greens, 20% orange, and then 25% red. You know, you time it to where you run 2 of those each war, so that's what, 24 total. And you'd still have to, like, you know, sync up on boost runs and whatnot, but 2 a war, I mean, that's 12 total hours. You can make it work. Man, like, you would just, it'd be really hard to die. It really would. So yeah, feel free to sponsor. Just, you know, put it in the comments and I'll make it happen. I'm just playing, guys. Or am I? So anyway, we got Sasquatch on 5A here, first node, getting the legend in the face. The only real, like, I don't think I've seen him here before. This is the first, and I wasn't really worried about it. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't worried at all, because his regen can be pretty strong, but you know, it can be overcome. You can brute through it. But the more I thought about this fight, I was like, well, I mean, ultimately, I'll be able to, you know, just brute force through the regen if it comes to it. But really, when she goes for her level 2, as long as he doesn't have that debuff immunity up from being knocked down, the first hit of her level 2 inflicts a petrify, and so does the second. So either the first hit will definitely inflict that petrify, so which automatically gets rid of his regen. It'll stop it. So yes, he's going to hit the ground, go debuff immune, petrify, debuffs, all that get removed, but that first petrify will remove the regen. So, and it didn't even really come to that. Like, it was a pretty straightforward fight. And again, you know, going back to what I just said earlier, I mean, you're boosted so much, like it's just hard to die. I mean, you can just overcome so much. Because I'll run the 30% greens champ boosts, but not the war ones. And you know, I'll run the 20% red, not the 25s, because those are only available in the advanced war bundle, and I'll run the 15% oranges or the 10% sometimes, but again, only the 25% or the 20% orange is available in the advanced war bundle, and the 25% red is only available in the advanced war bundle. So those boosts I never have, but it's incremental, but it makes a difference. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Annihilus on the second node of 5B or 5A. Get my revenge here. Yeah, I mean, I was going to use Doom, but why? She-Hulk for everything. Oh, and I didn't bring Doom. That's right, because I had Mephisto on 5B. So since this would have been basically my only Doom fight, I was like, nah, She-Hulk can handle this. I've taken him 100 times before on all sorts of nodes. And yeah, it worked out well. Little step back there. What I should have done in the previous war where I died to him on 2A. Yeah, that level 1, it's sneaky. It'll catch you in the foot. Get backed up, doesn't matter. Trying to bait that heavy. Counter with heavy. Ooh, quick. Boom. Boost it to the 9s. Counter the level 1. Yep, saw the protection coming back. Keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead and bait that heavy again. I wasn't ready for that one of these parries, either that one or the previous one. But yeah, he drops. I think I took one hit, but meh. And then we've got not Mephisto, Mojo here on this. He goes down really fast. Mojo on at the end of 5B. This is very similar node to the first node on 5B. I think this still has, no, they did away with Bubble Shield. Aggression Prowess. So yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of watch for that, but yeah, I mean, he's XL, so she gets extended parry duration, parry stun duration. And the Red Hulk synergy, which I pretty much never run him, but it's a great synergy for She-Hulk. She gets plus 20% attack on her Furies, or 20% potency, I'm sorry. So yeah, another straightforward Mojo fight. No buffs, so I don't have to worry about regen. And the Furies are going to taunt him, so we're just going to go ahead and just bludgeon him down here. Wait for that protection to come back. Knock him down. And this should kill him right here. No, not quite. Kick. Falls. So yeah. Let's see. Stryfe on Footloose. I dueled him a bunch. Oh, I gotta get Mordo on Mixmaster first. Wags pre-fight. Could definitely do Mordo without the Wags pre-fight, but it helps. I mean, if it's available, you should make it happen. It just makes it a whole lot easier. You can always parry freely and don't have to worry about that astral evade, so you can get slow up easier. Otherwise, you're having to time your heavy slow, or you're having to corner yourself to bait a heavy to throw the heavy. Definitely viable, but you know, it's just not. It's not. If you can avoid that, do so. It'll make your life easier and it's safer. So, yep, Mordo Mixmaster, you get slow up and it's pretty much a wrap. Just make sure you keep slow up. Yeah, I think I used a 33% level 3 here in the event that he wants to go red. I think I used 4 invulnerability boosts, indestructible boosts for this war. But you know, I had them, and this was it. This was the difference. And I think Gucci, Fendi, Prada Battle Team was fighting for Masters, if I believe. So I think they were going for Master. We were going for top 3. So it was meaningful, and they played great. I mean, it was 2-2 for most of the war. I think after day 1, it was 5-2 when I woke up, and it ended that way. We played better, but they still played really well. But yes, dueled Stryfe a bunch here. Pretty straightforward. Initially, I wanted to bring Doom for him, but I was like, well, I can't really manage Doom because then I can't cleanly take 5B because I'm Mephisto. I could have taken Nova, but yeah, it worked out better. We had someone double up and take Nova, and then I could use Red Hulk for Mephisto. Yeah, Stryfe's his gimmick is basically miss when he cloaks. And he can cloak, I should say, when he gets to 5 whatever the charges are, whatever the Stryfe charges are, the purple number over there. So he can cloak. I think what it is, once he gets to 5, it's percentage based, and it might be based, if he glances, he cloaks. And the cloak is percentage based after 5. And I'm pretty sure it's off of basic attacks. Yeah, you want to basically, but he consumes his at 5 or above, he consumes them when he glances, whether he cloaks or not. So then he resets back down to 0. So this is a rank 4 Stryfe, by the way. So, I mean, yeah, it went well at duels. He cloaked once, but basically, you know, just played it carefully when he got to 5, as not to, you know, finish combos when he was at 5, because I didn't want him to basically cloak when I, you know, throw a medium punch into him as he cloaks, and then he retaliates and destroys me. But yeah, it went well overall. Just took a little longer. Lots of parry heavy. You know, power stance put in work. But you know, that's slow. You keep that slow up, and you just eliminate the node. His level 1 is pants. You can evade that. You just don't want to hit into his cloak, because I think it, or his miss, rather. I think it gives him charges, or gives him power, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's a cool rank 4. It's versatile, you know, decent defender, Miss-Tic, and also he's pretty badass. Like, he's, you know, kind of an Everest content type of champ. I think he's been used in war to some success, but ultimately he's a ramp champ. And yeah, it's a cool rank 4. I like it. That's where my mutant gem is pretty much going to go. If I don't pull Stryfe this year, and they do like they started last year at the end of the year, where they offer, they give that previous year any champ. Like last year they offered, what, a 2020 champ or whatever. And then this year, theoretically, they should offer a 2022 champ at the end of the year, in which case I would take Stryfe if I don't pull him. But yeah. So yeah, this Mephisto fight, you know, Red Hulk, excellent for Mephisto. This was actually a really annoying fight, because like he is constantly gaining power from aura, so it's really hard to get safe intercepts, especially draft back intercepts, you know, because there you go, he starts, I got one there, so I did manage to get some damage in early on. Otherwise, like, he, you know, he basically gains to a bar of power, so doing draft back intercepts when he's got aura up, it's not wise. He goes red here, I saw it, I just pushed him. I think did I already lose my indestructible? I may have. Or maybe this is the one. Well, yeah, I think that was like, use the rest of my indestructible because I got hit early on. I may take another level 1 or level 3, man. But yeah, this fight, definitely annoying as heck. Oh, there goes the rest of my indestructible. Real nice. Probably goes red here again. I don't remember exactly. Yeah. Alright. I was like, alright, let's just blunt him down. But Rolk, max boosted and already super tanky, and pretty sure I had max serum science on right here. And I think basically all of his attacks are energy. So, but yeah, like, it was just a long fight, you know. I only got the one intercept in. Just annoying, you know. He's just an annoying fight. Probably a pretty good place in here. I don't even know. We never see him here much. I think we usually send him for roll anyway. Blum! Shoulder charge! But yeah, you know, brute force. Red Hulk, he is a blunt instrument, but he is still relevant, still useful. I turned dexterity off for that fight too. I didn't want to deal with that because, you know, he already has aura all over the place. I didn't want to deal with freaking Mystic Dispersion as well. He wasn't a Mystic defender, but you have to assume that he's going to have Mystic Dispersion, right? So this fight, it's not a difficult fight. It's a little tricky if he's stingy, right? Or if he tries to like catch you on a dash back, he tries to catch you with that level 1. But if he's cooperative and he's throwing these level 1s, it's fine, you know. Definitely want to wipe max pre-fight here. But yeah, you know, if he goes to that level 2 and he's got pure heart or whatnot, you're in trouble. You're gonna die. I mean, so yeah, it ends up going well, but like still kind of a scary fight. I mean, obviously you always send Human Torch to this guy on conflictor with Nova. Nova Flame, but obviously he's banned, so I had to improvise. Could have used Red Hulk, thought about it, but I was like, nah, because then you're removing dexterity, you know, or you're playing with dexterity, and he's probably going to have Mystic Dispersion, and it's already conflictor, and I didn't want to deal with that mess. She-Hulk She-Hulk she's fantastic for any Mystic, but for him, she's not incinerating immune, so, you know, it presents a challenge. You get stuck to that level 2, you're just done for. But it worked out, as you can see. And then old Mangog here, just sitting atop this level 2 mini. We all know how this goes, right? Yeah. Pretty routine. I think I take a couple hits to the face here. Is this the one, or was it last war where he gets close to level 2? Might have been last war where he like literally crosses a level 2 as he's throwing a level 1. So real close to getting freaking blown away by his level 2. But this is pretty routine. Good old medium into heavy. Boom. No crits on the level 2. Got myself Fury stack though. One more? Nah. Hopefully wake up medium though. No unstoppable, so I can just hit into him. Drop kick. Oh yeah. That thing, I swear, it's like it reaches. It's like it brings the screen together, even though, like, okay, I'm far enough away. No. Not far enough away. Like, it reaches into you. So yeah, 8 fights, another successful war. Man, I had 90 fights this season. I didn't even think I had that many. Last 2 seasons, 81-0. That was season before last. Last season, 80-1, and then this season, 89-1 or 90-1. One of the two. But there it is. Look at that. Top 3. Shell yeah. Shell yeah. So yeah, I mean, we were going into this, we were like, damn, are we gonna make number 2? We weren't sure where XK9 stood, but top 3, you know, I mean, that is awesome. And then here's our rewards here. We're gonna roll right into these reward openings. Look at that. Ooh, juicy, juicy, juicy. So close to a rank 4. Just waiting on these EOP rewards, and then we'll just segue right into July 4th, and hopefully, you know, might get surprised. Get 2, maybe even 3 rank 4s if Kabam is generous. But thanks for watching, guys. Let's go see these rewards. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. All right, so we've concluded our season. We have gotten our rewards. We've got a Nexus from season, and we have a Nexus from Karina's compensation, what have you. So we're going to just jump right into this. I thought about waiting until we got the EOP Nexus as well, since that's a class Nexus. And you know, opening all 3, but that's still roughly a week away. So, I may do another video with that reward there, but we'll go ahead and do these two. Let's see what kind of failures, right, that Kabam can bring us. I mean, I'm generally a pretty optimistic person, but Kabam, I mean, they troll hard. And I mean, to be honest, my roster's pretty big. There's only a few champs that I really want. I wouldn't say there's anyone I need anymore. It's really just, that I want. So I'm not expecting too much, but I'll go over what I'm looking for, and we'll see how it turns out. So, Summoner Sanctum. Hello. I just did one of these. I mean, damn. So dumb. I'll do this later. What else do we have over here? We have got blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Give me my 2-star Rintra, baby. Look at those beautiful 2-stars. We got Chavez, Professor X, Mordo, Rintra. I still want a 2-star Doom. I did get a 2-star Hercules, but I want a 2-star Doom. I think that would be money. But hey, I'll take this. This right here is I've already won. I've already won. Regardless of whatever I get in these Nexus, I'm happy. Boom. All right. Claim this crystal here. Daily. I just did 10 dailies. I post 10 dailies if I get a 6-star from them. The last 2 batches of 10. I've gotten 2 6-stars from dailies, a Jugs, and a... God, was it a Hyperion dupe? Damn. I think it might have been a Hyperion dupe. 2 6-stars. One was definitely a Jugs. The other 2 batches of 10, just, T5, T5B and whatever else. Class stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and go over here and see what we want. So, I have 2 class Nexus, as I just said, from rewards. And let's go over what I'm looking for here. We'll go through Science. Roster is way deep with Science. Way, way deep with Science. I've duped every single one of my Science champs. Recently duped Fix It over here. I was happy to dupe him, but honestly, I can't bring myself to rank him yet. I love all the Hulks in this game, and just period, big Hulk fan. But he's still super RNG dependent, and I'm just not really into that. And he seems kind of annoying and complex to play. I don't mind complexity, but if there's not really payoff, eh. I do like a few things about him. His level 1 now does a lot of bleeds and can do a ton of bleeds, but at the very minimum does a lot of bleeds. His level 1, I said, right? Yeah. His level 2 is a really long stun, and it's guaranteed. And I think it would be awesome with Science power boosts and special boosts, but the power back boosts. Because Science aren't generally bursty like that, and so I think that's pretty badass. But not enough to warrant ranking him up, at least not yet. So the only other Science I have that's not dupe now is Void, and I never use Void for anything. So I pretty much use Mr. Fantastic. I'd like Scorpion. I don't think he's in the basics yet. No, he's definitely not. Not really, yeah, okay, I'd like Glad Hulk, but he's not, I don't want him for anything in particular, just to collect. I do want Spider-Ham a little bit. I definitely want him for Battlegrounds and other things. I do want MODOK though. Out of the rest of these Science champs, I want MODOK. I like MODOK. I would rank him up, possibly even use my Science gem on him. Probably not. We're gonna wait on Quicksilver for that. But yeah, I do want MODOK. So that would be an awesome pull. Any of these other ones, whatever. Don't need anyone else because I have them all duped, so I don't want to add SIGs. All right, so that was Science. We'll go to Skill now. I do want some dupes in Skill, even though I never really use. I got Blade. I mean, it's Blade and yeah, there's other really good skill champs, but I just don't really use skill class, and just probably won't because it's all about war for me anyway. And yeah, I mean, I'd like to dupe Massacre. That's probably the number 1 skill dupe for me. I'd like to dupe Mole Man, but I'd still rather dupe Massacre because he utilizes it more. Mole Man's dupe is not important. Yeah, Nick Fury. I mean, I'd like to dupe him, but I'm not going to use him much. Don't care about Black Panther. Yeah, fine. I'd take his dupe just because it looks better. Oh, the old satisfaction on the eyes. Craven dupe, meh, fine. Still not sold on Craven though. Crossbones dupe, meh, fine. Jabari dupe, meh, fine. Aegon dupe. I mean, I'm he's not going to get ranked for a while. Probably not even going to get used for a while, but definitely do want to dupe at some point. So whenever that happens, great. Squirrel Girl dude, fine. Killmonger, I do want that dude. I do. I'd rank him up. I like Killmonger. Agent Venom, couldn't care less. I don't. I even with all the he's got like this whole the Craven, whoever else, Craven synergy and like one or two other champs. I saw Karate Mike posting the videos. Yeah, no doubt. He was crushing EQ, but I'm never going to use him in war. He needs a lot of members to make him viable, and I still don't like his animations. Don't care for the guy. No. Black Widow, trash. She is so bad. She is just so bad in this game. Moon Knight, also trash. Although I think it's his synergy for Darkhawk that makes him Darkhawk start like stealth mode or whatever, which I was using in Arena recently. And that's pretty badass because like he has that for like 20 seconds and this is Darkhawk now. And like they basically all his basic attacks cause the opponent to gain almost no power for like 20 or 30 seconds. It's to start the fight. Plus he's like stealth, so like he won't miss everything, but can miss attacks if you like slip up. It's pretty badass. But Moon Knight's benefit from that synergy is like a regen, like Voodoo starts with, so garbage because Moon Knight's already trash. Winter Soldier, don't care. Black Cat, not in featured or not in the basic yet, and don't care. Black Panther in this current featured in basic, don't care. Misty Knight, I would like to pull Misty Knight mainly for defense, but she's kind of cool. Like, um, yeah, so like I would take that. I don't know if she's probably in basic, yeah. I don't know. Night Thrasher, I'd take Night Thrasher, but he needs the dupe and a high sig, so like, don't really want. But okay, would take Punisher. We know where he is. Not on the Crystal. Taskmaster, he can just go to hell. I can't stand him. All right, going over to Mutant. Dupes. Domino, dupe, fine. Don't really use her much. Still badass, but don't really, don't really care for the dupe. I mean, yeah, I want it, but not pressing. Toad, definitely want his dupe. Won't be in the basics, so it doesn't matter. That whole row, no. Sunspot, don't really care. Not going to rank him. SPX dupe, Storm Pyramid X, don't really care. Jubilee, I do want that dupe. I like Jubilee's animations and the sounds, man. The sounds are awesome. And holler, that X-Men 90s cartoon. I mean, it takes me back. So yeah, I do want her dupe. Havoc dupe, I'd take that. Storm dupe, sure. Deadpool dupe, he's not going to get ranked, even with his buff. Very cool buff, for sure. I mean, they nailed it, but I still don't think he does any damage, and he's not really viable for anything. Definitely want Rogue dupe. That's a strong dupe that I want. Archangel dupe, fine. I don't use him. 2 RNG for me. I go back and forth with peeps in my battle group about Archangel. He is an amazing champ, no question about it. Dominant, but just a little too RNG heavy for me. Yeah, and yeah. Anyway, I do want Bishop. I would definitely take Bishop. Captain Britain, if she's in there, I still want her. Cyclops can go to hell. Emma Frost can go to hell. Goldpool, I don't think he's in there. Iceman, that's what I want most out of not just mutants, but like he is probably top 3 to top 5 for me to pull out of either one of these. I want Iceman. He'd probably get my mutant gem if I got impatient and didn't wait for Stryfe. So Ice. Kitty Pryde, don't care. Definitely want Omega. but I still want ice more. I want Omega, but I don't run suicide, so it's like, unless some drastic change comes with masteries, um, it's not going to change anything. I'm just not going to run suicides. I don't care for them. The recoil gives me anxiety. I don't have like having to spec into masteries. Like, no. Platinum Pool's not in there. Stryfe, my boy, definitely want Stryfe. We'll see how that goes. Wolverine, Weapon X, not in there. All right, so moving on to Cosmic here. Don't need any of these. I do want Odin dupe. Oh, look at that Hulkling. Yeah. I'm making a featured grind video on basically for anyone who wants to learn how to feature grind, like what to do, what it takes, all of it. So look out for that. Obviously, I want him, so kind of know what I'm talking about here, guys. All right, pay attention. Um, Odin dupe, want it, don't need it, but do want it. Null dupe, want it. Proxima Midnight, not pressing at all. VTD, fine. Won't use him. Don't care. Red Goblin, still want the dupe, but ultimately don't really care right now. Medusa, I'd take that dupe. I'd rank her up. She needs that dupe. She's an older champ. Needs the signature ability. Doesn't even need sig levels, but needs the ability. So okay, I take that. I actually do want a dupe champion. I mean, damn man, like he is junk, and Luke Cage is junk too, but the synergy for champion from Luke Cage is badass. I pair them in arena, so that's like the only time I ever play with them. But you're literally unstoppable on all your medium attacks. So you can just yo-yo back and forth with mediums, and you're unstoppable the whole time. But there's no buff or passive, so it's just like you're just unstoppable. You can just sit there and intercept freely. It's awesome. It really is. Even with his, no real good abilities or immunities, that's pretty badass. Anyway, I do want his dupe. Sim, Junk, Groot. Oh, I love Groot. I really do. I want him to be good. Still want his dupe, but God, he is terrible. Terrible. Anyway, Drax, Junk, Captain Marvel, OG, Junk. Annihilus, I still want him. Cole, whatever for the collection, fine. We know where this is going, right? Hela, fine. Still want her, but she does need the dupe, so I need her twice. Icarus, I still want to pull him. I do want Icarus. King Groot, I loved 5-star Groot, King Groot. I used him in for AQ, and even going way back, my 4-star King Groot was a workhorse in AQ. That regen. So yeah, I do want King Groot. I would take that pull. Ronin, anything I need him for. I have my 5-star with a high sig. He's not, yeah, fine, but he needs the dupe. So whatever, just add to the collection. I do want Circe. That would be a cool pull. I'd take it. Cosmic Spider-Man, Junk. Man, I want Terrax. Like I definitely want Terrax. He's up there. He's probably top 5 pull for me. Yep, I do want Terrax. Thanos, he's not there. And here we are. This is what I'm going for. This is number 1 pull right here, guys. OG Thor. OG Thor. So we got OG Thor, Iceman, Terrax so far. Okay, you with me? Let's go over to Tech. Tech, I'm loaded. I don't really need anyone. Penny Dupe, yep, want that. Hulkbuster, yep, want that. Both rank 3, neither one are duped. Don't need any of those. I definitely want a Spark dupe. I definitely want that. Mysterio dupe, I'd take that. Psycho Man dupe, like, man, I like his kit, but he's just not good. But I want to try to make him good, and I need the dupe to make that happen. He'd probably get ranked if I dupe him. Green Goblin, I absolutely detest him. I just cannot stand him. But he's a good defender. He's going to be good for Conduit, I'm sure. He's already good for high ground. So we have a guy that's got him ranked in our battle group, but Eventually, I'd like to dupe for myself, but yeah, ultimately, don't like the champion at all. Star-Lord dupe, couldn't care less. He's so dated. Aegon solves everything. Do want Sam Wilson. Oh man, I really want Kang, but he's not in there. Omega Sentinel's not in there, and whatever, doesn't matter. OG Vision not in there. Warlock, I'd take that. I'd take Warlock. Definitely still want him. Yondu, fine. Don't really care. He's had a buff. I'd mess around with him a little bit, but ultimately don't care. Miss-Tic. So, what do we got over here? I want to dupe my Chavez for sure. Black Widow, Clairvoyant, fine. Dupe's worthless, but whatever. Ebony Maw, I want to dupe there. Sasquatch, want to dupe there. Ghost Rider, fine. I take a dupe. Voodoo, he's definitely not getting ranked unless I dupe him because he needs that dupe bad. Again, older champ, original, needs the dupe. Man-Thing, definitely want to dupe there. Morningstar, fine, but old, dated, just not great anymore. Iron Fist, Immortal's not in there. I'd take Loki, still want him. Mordo, do want him. Rentra's not in there. Sim Supreme, another champ that I just cannot stand. I've literally pulled him. He's appeared in a few Nexus for me over time, and I go with somebody else because I cannot stand the champ. Horrible. I mean, he's not even a horrible champ, but like just for me, horrible to play with. Cannot stand him. Definitely has uses, and he's not a bad champ. He can be incredibly powerful against basically most Cosmic, but I hate him. Unstoppable Colossus not in there. Wiccan not in there. Wong not in there. So, yeah. I guess those are my top three. Iceman, Stryfe, he's in there. You know, he's definitely up there. I didn't emphasize that, but yeah. Stryfe, Iceman, Omega. God, a lot of mutants, huh? And then OG Thor. OG Thor and Terax. I think that's what we're going for here, guys. I know this was long. It was long-winded, and I apologize. But hey, if you're still here, great. You get to see me fail because I won't get any of those. It's not going to happen. All right, I don't spin. I pop. So we're gonna pop them both at once, and we're gonna see what happens here. Here we go. Here we go. It's so junk. I mean, I'm almost tempted to get to take SIGs on scroll, to be honest. Oh, that is rubbish. I have to awaken Drax though, don't I? I just have to. Like, do I though? I mean, do I? Ridiculous. God, it's worthless. I told you these are going to be worthless. I mean, could not be more worthless. Useless. I mean, I guess I just take the max SIG crystal, right? Like, I don't need SIGs on Miss Marvel. I don't need SIGs. I mean, yes, Sorcerer Supreme SIGs. Ooh, right? Ooh. No, I'm taking the max SIG crystal. This is dumb. God. I'm sorry to put you guys through this. I really am. There was no payoff here. I will open this max SIG crystal and get rubbish. I have pulled a awakening gem though from one of these, and I've only opened like 3 of these. So there is that. But I think, what does it give you? Like freaking shards again or something? 1100 shards. Fine. I'd rather take that than the freaking SIGs. Yeah, that sucks. But I will do, that just sucks. Oh, I saw it coming. Yep, well, you know, whatever. I got nothing else for you guys. I'll open this Cavalier. Rubbish. Pulled 6-star Nick out of one of these. My next one, though, I will open, I'm going to do 10 of these minimum in this one for Iceman. and then I'll do that with the class Nexus we get from EOP. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. You know, you may like the misery. I don't know, but yeah, we'll catch you the next one. Peace.